Hello everybody, this is Gina with PulseBathnBody. Thank you so much for watching our video today. We're going to be making an apple soap. And I say an apple soap because we don't know what to name it yet. So if you want to help us to pick a name, please make sure you throw down a comment below and let us know your ideas, and we will be picking a winner to help us name this soap. We had an absolute blast making it. I made this with my 14-year-old daughter Alyssa, and we made apples out of soap dough. It was so much fun. So here I'm just mixing in my lye water solution with my oils, and we're going to blend that up really quick. This is how we start out our soaps. We just blend that up. I'm doing it just to emulsion because I'm hoping to have a little more time with the soap to work with to make a design with it. I'm adding in the fragrance oil right now, and the fragrance oil is absolutely amazing. It smells like a crisp green apple right off the tree. It is so fresh. It's amazing. I love the smell of this soap. Alright, so I have it just to emulsion. I'm going to go ahead and scrape off my blender here. And then I'm going to split this batter in half between the two different colors. The inside of the soap is going to be white and green. And so I have my color mixed up over there. I'm just going to split this batter in half. And as you can see, it's already starting to thicken up on me. So I gotta kind of hurry and get this done pretty quick. So I'm going to pour half of my batter into the green, and then half into this other pitcher. I'm not adding any color to the second pitcher, so it's just going to be that natural color. And as you can see, it just keeps getting thicker and thicker, so I have to hurry up and get it in there. And then I got really nervous. I didn't want to have to stick blend that color together, but at the same time I wanted to make sure it was blended. So I'm trying to hurry really fast here and get that green mixed in as quickly as possible so I can get this poured before it completely sets up on me. Look how thick that is. So I just do a super fast, mix it with the stick blender without any power, and I'm just going to do a quick buzz just to make sure it's all completely blended, and I'm done. I don't want to touch it anymore because I want to make sure I don't thicken it up any more than it already is. And also, if you're enjoying our videos, please make sure you like the video and you subscribe to our channel. We are still working on camera angles and all that stuff. We're trying to get all that stuff figured out. So hopefully the quality of our videos, if I can talk, we'll get better and better. We're working on it right now. So thank you so much for being there and watching, and all of the subscribes and the likes. We really appreciate it, guys. Alright, so I'm going to try to hurry up and pour this soap. Try to get it in there quickly. And because it's thickened up, I'm not going to be able to do the design I wanted to, but I'm going to try my hardest to get it as close as possible, even though it is so thick right now. And just working as fast as I possibly can. I'm tapping my spatula inside of the soap, trying to help it to pour better, because I wanted, usually when it's a little more liquid, you can pour it down from a little higher and it'll actually go into the bottom of the soap that's in there. And so I'm trying to do that to get that to just drop in there so it'll go through the other layer and not just sit on top. And it does it a little bit, but not as much as I was hoping it would. And one thing I should have done on this soap, I should have gone ahead and tapped it down more often, because putting it in this thick, I should have just tapped it down, made sure I got all those air bubbles out of it. By the time I get it completely filled and try to tap it down, I think it's a little too late. There was a few air bubbles in the soaps. So I'm just going to finish getting these colors in there. And a quick hint, if you are a soap maker, if your soap, like if you have a design for your soap and you get the batter mixed up and it doesn't go how you're expecting, don't panic. Just think fast, try to figure out what you can do and get on it, you know, to get that in there as quickly as you can and still make a good design. But don't panic, because sometimes when you panic, your mind goes, if you're anything like me, your mind goes completely blank, and then you like really don't know what to do. So it's really good to practice, like if something doesn't go right with the soap, to just think fast, come up with another design, do it really quick, and make sure you can get that done before it sets. Just a quick tip. So I'm just getting all that soap in there. I am like, I gotta get every last drop because I do not like to waste the soap. And especially now, it is so hard to get a hold of supplies, and the prices of the supplies keep going up, and so like every little bit of soap I can possibly get, I'm scraping it out of that bucket. Here I'm just going to do a hanger swirl and try to get those colors all mixed up and swirled in like I wanted them to. And here's another quick tip. What I should have done is I should have left it just like that and swirled it on the top instead of adding this layer of green. So when I add the green, and then when I go to do, like I wanted a textured swirl on top, which the soap was set up perfect for, but I didn't get the different colors in it. The whole top was pretty much green. All right, and I'm just getting every last drop of the soap in there that I can. And I'm just gonna do a textured, I can't talk tonight, you guys. Oh my goodness. A textured swirl on top. I am so tired. I've been doing my regular soaps for the business for Pulse. And then we've also during the day been doing some melt and pour soaps that we can make and package and get shipped out. We're shipping 3 big boxes of soap out to Tennessee and Mississippi and Louisiana first thing Monday morning. And so we are like working on soaps 24/7, getting stuff all done and packaged and everything to get shipped out to them, and still doing regular soaps. So I'm absolutely exhausted at this point. All right, so here's a look at that swirl, and then I'm going to set that aside, and we're going to get started on the icing for this. So I have my oils here. I'm just going to mix them all together. My liquid oils are already in the bowl. I'm adding in my hard oils that I had to melt down. And everything is completely at room temperature. So it is all cooled down. It's not too hot here. So we're getting that all done there. Mix it all up. And then I'm going to add my lye water. And my lye water solution for the icing, I did add some titanium dioxide to it because I wanted the icing to be really white. So I'm just getting that mixed up. All right. I'm just grabbing a paper towel to wipe off that blender so I don't have green everywhere in that soap. Tap it to get the air bubbles out. Just making sure that titanium dioxide is mixed well. And then I'm going to add my lye solution to the oils. Now this one here, I'm not worried about over stick blending or anything like that, because like I said, this is my recipe for my icing, and I do need my icing to set up to where it's pipeable. That way I can pipe it onto the soap. So here what I did is I blend and blend and blend and keep blending, trying to get it as thick as I can. And then I'll add some fragrance oil on there, and I continue to keep stick blending because I don't want to have to wait forever for it to set up. So the thicker I can get it while I'm stick blending, the less time I have to wait for it to set. So there's my apple fragrance oil. And all of the fragrance oils that we use for all of our soaps are phthalate free. We make sure that there is nothing in them that's going to, be dangerous or anything like that. All of the oils, everything that we use are all organic oils, and we make sure that we order from people or from companies that are cruelty free, vegan friendly, stuff like that. So here what I've done is I've mixed some of my green mica with a little tiny bit of oil, and I'm just going to drizzle this into my piping bag down the sides. So you can see it running down the sides there. And I'm doing this because I want just that kind of like a striped effect on my piping when I do the piping. And I just empty out whatever's left into a little bit of soap frosting I have over there to pipe some leaves on the apples after I'm all done. And like I said, we had an absolute blast making the apples out of soap dough. And so we are looking for other ideas that we can do for soaps, that we can make some more things with that soap dough. So I'm getting that all mixed together. And then I'm going to, once it's all mixed together, I'm going to let it set until it's ready to pipe. And I'll bring you back for that, okay? Alright, so here the icing is all set up. I'm just going to put this into the piping bags really quick. And this is just a teeny tiny bit of green. This is for piping the leaves after we have the apples on. And I'm going to get this icing all ready, and then I'm going to set it aside until I'm done doing the rest of it. I do have a little tiny leaf tip on the bottom of that bag. And I'm just going to push it down into the tip, and then I'm going to set it aside. Popsicle sticks are amazing for doing this, to make sure you don't waste very much icing and you can get it all down in the bag where you need it. So there's a quick tip for you as well. And then the white icing, you can see it was setting up pretty quick. So I'm going to go ahead and get that in the jar. And then we got to get piping. And I ended up with so much leftover frosting. So in the cutting video, you'll see what we did with the extra icing to make little like cupcake top soaps. So I'm just getting that all in the jar. And then I'm going to take that out, and I'm going to get that pressed down to the bottom where I need it. There's our little apples, you guys. Aren't they super cute, little green apples? So I'm going to get that pressed down, and then we are going to start piping. Alright, here we go. We're just going to pipe that soap. And I'm doing a swirl down the side, and you can see how the green is coming out on the edges of that soap. It looks super cool. We're just doing the one right down the side, that one swirl. And then I'm going to take the apples and I'm going to put an apple on the side of that. And you can see on the top of the apples we put a little stem on it, but it doesn't have any leaves on it yet. So I get the apples on there and then we're going to pipe some leaves on and make it super cute. And some of the apples we made just a little bit too big, so I had to trade one of the biggest apples out to make room for all the littler apples on there, so I can still cut the soap. Alright, so once all the apples are on, I'm grabbing that leaf piping and I'm going to go ahead and put all the leaves on it. And I'm just trying to do super small leaves so you can still see the stem of the apple. And I made sure that the leaf color of green is a different color from the apples and the soap also. So it kind of stands out and you can see the leaf a little better. And I got the first leaf on. We're going to spin it around and put the second leaf on. And just super cute little leaves on the apples. Alright. And then of course, you know we got to get some glitter on there. So we have some biodegradable, eco-friendly, holographic glitter that I'm putting on there, and it takes a while for it to come out of this container. So I'm just trying to make sure it's across the top of the soap on either side of the apples, and then I'll turn that around and make sure it's on the spiral as well. And it's super cute. The whole top of the soap just glitters and sparkles. It is so cute. And I'll show you a picture here. I'll show you what it looks like when it's all sparkly. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? And then here is what the soap looks like when we have it all done. And then it's going to set. It has to set for 24 hours before we cut it. And we pop it out of the mold and we get it cut. And then with the cutting video this time, you couldn't really see the soaps as well. So I made sure, I'm trying to show you some, but I made sure to put in some pictures at the end here. That way you can for sure see the soaps and what they look like. They turned out absolutely adorable and they smell so good. So if you can think of a name that you think would be great for this soap, please make sure you put it below in comments and let us know. And then we will be picking a winner, and that's what our soap will be named. It's super cool the way it turned out. I was so happy that it turned out like that. You couldn't tell that it had gotten really thick on us super fast or that we had to rush. I'm so happy with the way that turned out. Please remember to like our videos and subscribe to the channel if you'd like to see all of our other videos. And here is the rest of the cutting and the pictures. Hope you guys have an awesome day, and watch for our next video. Bye.